get into some scriptures, mate. Right? But you know, when I go home, I gotta check the news. Or sometimes we check the news on the way from camp. Hit the Drudge Report. I got another one that I found the other night that they do news on. I checked the InfoWars, Skull and Bonesy. You know, check the Steve Quayle. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're always checking the news, man. Always checking the news. And there's all kind of shit going down.
For they that sleep, sleep in the night. And they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith.
Because it came out on the Drudge about 2-3 days ago that Al Qaeda have said they're going to do an unprecedented attack in America or France. Now, if Al Qaeda is saying that, then you know who's really saying that. Al CIA. So that's basically the SCIA telling you that they're planning a false flag attack. But they're pushing it out there as Al Qaeda so that when it happens, they'll say it's Al Qaeda. Oh yeah, by the way, where did they get the weapons from to do it? Oh, Iran. Or it came out of Syria. So we got to go in there to, you know, say Iraq type thing. We already know the MOs. See, if you ain't thinking like that, if you ain't breaking down that geopolitical like that, then you've not been watching what's going on out there. See, we're on the level where we already know when we hear what's going on. And, you know, we break it down, man. We're geopolitical fucking experts, man. Why? Because we know the scriptures and we listen to geopolitical experts, man. We don't just go on YouTube and watch people dancing the Azonto or the funky chicken or you know what I mean? we fucking put the Max Kaiser on, the, what was it, Ben Fox or whatever his name is.
Get the scoop.
Webster Tarpley, you know, the rents.com guys. We listen to these geopolitical analysts and you break down the information and then we see what you know, whether we agree or not. You know?
But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet.
Read that again. Put on the breastplate of what?
Of faith.
The breastplate of faith. We gonna need faith in these days, man. Yep.
And love, and for an helmet.
Oh, and love. Sleeping with your brother's woman is not love, man. That's not love, okay? Love is the keeping of the commandments, man. So that shows you that you gotta have faith. See, a Christian will read that now, and they'll just think about love, and they'll get that little warm feeling in their heart, you know. Ah, yes, it said breastplate of faith and love. When I read that, when it says love, that's telling me I gotta keep the commandments to the best of my ability, man. Because that's what love means. There ain't no warm feeling you get in your heart. That warm feeling you got in your heart is just blood, man. That's not love. Okay? Love is the actions, man. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, man. Who's my neighbor? My Israelite brothers, man. The brotherhood, man.
And for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
For a helmet, the what?
The hope of salvation.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we gonna need to be saved, man. We ain't no super badasses out here that's gonna do it by ourselves. We need salvation, man. That's part of us being meek, man. We have to acknowledge that you need salvation, man. A lot of you don't want salvation, man. You want to be here forever, man. You want to live good in the New World Order. like Alex Jones, man. Alex Jones don't want salvation, man. Alex Jones wants America to be reinstated to its old filthiness. You know, he basically wants all the filth to be glossed over. Or he wants to try and turn America into some righteous society. America's never was a righteous society and it never will be, man. Trying to save America. America will not be saved. America cannot be saved, man. Rome was not saved, okay? They tried, believe me. Certain of them men tried. Okay? That's why they killed Caesar. because they tried to save the Republic. Well, it was too late. Rome became an empire, and the corruption went uphill, and then Rome went downhill. They tried. Why do you think they killed Caesar? Read the history. They killed Caesar because they said he was a tyrannus, man. He was turning Rome into an empire. Rome was never meant to be an empire. Rome was meant to be a republic, a strong military republic. But it's just like America. When they said America, America was supposed to be a republic that didn't get involved in international affairs, just did its own thing, and was strong. Why do you think they had the Second Amendment? Let me tell you, Rick, they got the Second Amendment from the scriptures, man. They got the Second Amendment from the scriptures. The reason why, see, they talk about from not having tyrants. That's secondary. The main reason why you would want every male in your society or your nation to be armed is because to protect your nation from an invading army. Because in a strong nation, the people are the army. That's what Israel was. In Israel, the people was the army. Every Israelite man was the army. That's why the scriptures say Israel came out of Egypt. The Lord called us his host. We was marching in our host. Every Israelite man from the age of 20 upwards was the army. Now, when we went to war, we didn't have to call up everyone to that army. But every Israelite man could fight, had his weapon. That's a strong nation. That's why if you wanted to go into America and invade America, that was considered a death sentence. Why? Because any other nation, they had an army to deal with, and you'd fight that standing army. In America, the people was the army. That's why the militia's there, so that if an army invades America, they're gonna catch hell. Because not only they gonna have to fight the troops, they're gonna be getting shot by a granny, by, everyone's shooting. Not like England, England has an army. You get past that army, the people are sitting ducks. The people are supposed to be the army. They got that from the Bible, man. Did not David bid all the young men of Judah to learn the use of the bow? That's why Judah did the same thing in the British Isles. There was actually laws that everyone had to learn the use of a bow on a Sunday, or is it on a Saturday or a Sunday? It was actually a law. It's actually still on the books, but they don't go doing that, man. You were supposed to learn the bow. Same thing when they show you them old what's it called? Movies from the Dark Ages. They show you the children growing up in the villages. From the time they were like 6, 7, every boy was given a wooden sword and they would fight. And why would they say? So that the tribe is strong. They wouldn't just pick 1 or 2 and say, yeah, that's the stand. No. Every man had to have, if you watch that film, it was like that in the new Conan. It was like that. Every man had a sword. It was also like that in that film called The Outlander, which was set in the Nordic regions with the Vikings, which they were Israelites. The Vikings were like that. That's why you in them days, if you went into another man's land, you better be able to fight, man, because there ain't gonna be no 2 men coming out of that village with a sword. Every able-bodied man is gonna have a sword, because if you didn't do that, you're relying on 2 and 3 men. You're fucked, man. Chances are you're fucked, because they're coming with more than 2 or 3 men. Now, if every man can pull a sword and is handy with a sword, now you're gonna obviously have men who excel, you know, out of that group you're gonna have the mighty men, but every man can handle himself.
That's right. These nations today, they rely on too much to someone else to protect them, man. You know,
right.
in this case, we have the so-called police force of this country.
Yeah.
But what happens when that police force turns on you? Who's then left to
That's
protect you?
another thing. Then you got to also protect yourself from your own government, which is the second reason why you got the Second Amendment in the Constitution. But they got that from the Bible. It's biblical that every man should be armed, man. The Most High is about every man being armed, man. He called Israel. Let's get it in Numbers. Is it Numbers the Lord referred to Israel as his host? Nah, it's not in one. In fact, yeah, get Numbers 1 down to 2, down to 3.
It's Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their posts, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel.
All that were able, not a couple, all. Go on, read on.
Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies.
By their armies. So what were the tribes really? The 12 tribes of Israel is armies. Hey, give me that, it's Jeremiah 51. The tribes of Israel, that shows you the nature of the Most High, man. Every Israelite man is a soldier from the time you hit the age of 20. You in the army of the Most High just by being a part of the tribe. That's why I'm telling you, they got that whole idea of the Second Amendment, every man being armed, the right to bear arms, and the militia, they got that from the scriptures, man. That's how you have a strong nation. That's how the Most High set up Israel. That's why we was a strong nation. Because as far as the Most High is concerned, every able man in Israel is a warrior and a soldier, man. We're all one of his soldiers, man. Now the Lord has selected those who are going to come back to their nationality. We're all soldiers. Every man in his truth is a soldier. Does not the scripture say the Lord have chosen you to be a soldier? So every man that come into this truth is a soldier. Whether you like it or not, you're a soldier. You call yourself a Judite, Benjamite, you're a soldier. That's your army. Your army is the army of Benjamin. And that's just how it is. And now you gonna tell me a soldier ain't got the right to be armed? They got that from the scriptures, man. You got that in 50, is it 51?
Yeah, do you want to just talk?
No, I want you to just jump straight to the point. Now I want my battle axe.
Okay, it's Jeremiah 51 verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with
break it down, huh?
Okay, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Okay, to really with the instruments of the Most High to do damage to these other nations, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen in these end times, man. After the elect have been sealed and they've been beamed up into the chariots, man, we're going to come back with the mighty angels and Yahweh Shai and destroy these nations, man, to finish the job. Okay, we're the instruments of the Most High to deal punishment on these other nations, man.
Yeah, after that, give me Exodus 12 and 41, where you can read on. Yeah, weapons, man. That should show you something about the nature of the Most High, man. When people talking about the Most High love everybody, man. He set us people up to be soldiers, man. Men. That's why you need your father, man. You need your father, man. Because your father would teach you the art of the sword. That was one of the things that was essential for a man to have in ancient times. That's one of the first things to teach you the law, statutes,